I'd like to call the Zoning Board of Appeals regular meeting of the City of Southfield Zoning Board on Tuesday, November 16th, 2021 to order. Will the city please call the roll?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Defoe. Ms. Defoe. Ms. Selesny.
Here.
Mr. Friedman.
Here.
Mr. Rogers.
Here.
Mr. Weigum.
Here.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum to conduct business.
Thank you. What communications do we have?
This is a public hearing. If interested, you're encouraged to call in during the public comment. The number is 1-415-655-001 and use access code 2338
Listen, if I send it
990-38303.
Would you repeat the access code in case someone didn't get it?
Yes, ma'am. The phone number to call in is 1-415-655-0001. The access code is 2338-990-3803.
Thank you. The public hearing, I think we'd like to start. If anyone hasn't been here before, the way we do it is the city will call the case. We want the appellant to identify themselves with their name and address. Then and tell us why you're here, what you're looking for. The city will read the findings of fact. You'll have the opportunity to discuss those findings of fact and add anything that you have that you feel needs to be added. We'll open it up to the public to add what they have to say. Before that, the city will read their recommendation. The public can speak about the case, and then the members of the board will just deliberate and probably come to a conclusion. With that, can we please start the first case?
The appellant Jessica
Can you get it
Anderson.
on your phone?
The appellant Jessica Anderson is requesting the following waiver from the board.
Wayne, could you excuse me for a minute?
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Could you just, Miss Anderson, I do see you and we can hear you, but I keep putting you back on mute because we're getting the background noise. So I will unmute you when it's time for you to speak. Okay, Wayne, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to start over. The appellant Jessica Anderson is requesting the following waiver from the board: to erect a fence beyond the side of the house along a double frontage yard. 0 permitted, 16 feet proposed. The property is located on the east side of Spring River Drive between Webster Avenue and Northgate Drive at 30000 Spring River Drive, Sidwell, parcel number 2411179-013, zoned R3 single family residential. This appeal is to Chapter 45, Article 4, Sections 5.37-1, Paragraph C, subsection 1D, more commonly known as the zoning ordinance.
Here it is, right here. No, but I can't hear anything.
Is there, Jody, what is the problem, Brianna?
Who's on the phone?
The appellant is here, but apparently she can't hear us.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
I don't know how to use it.
Can she speak for herself at this point? Can she introduce herself?
She did not hear us
No, I
at
have
all.
the instructions right here.
Oh, that's a little
What?
touchy.
Yeah, she's
Any
got to be able to hear
suggestions
us.
from the board?
You know what? I have their phone number. I'm gonna try calling them.
Okay.
Do you see your
Okay.
piece right here?
They've called in. They're on the line now.
Okay. Ms. Anderson, would you please say your name and address and discuss what you'd like to do why you are here to the Zoning Board of Appeals?
Jessica Anderson. Address is 30,000 Spring River Drive, Southfield 48076.
Okay, and what is your purpose of your appeal?
To erect the fence beyond the side of the house along a double frontage yard.
Okay, hold on, and we'll have the city read the findings of fact, and then you can tell us if you agree with them or want to add anything or contest anything.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Will the city please read the finding of fact?
Yes, ma'am. The findings of fact for case number 21-29, the appellant Jessica Anderson is requesting the following waiver from the board: to erect a fence beyond the side of the house along a double frontage yard, 0 feet permitted, 16 feet proposed. The property is located on the east side of Spring River Drive between Webster Avenue and Northgate Drive at 30000 Spring River Drive, Sidwell parcel 2411179013, zoned R3 single family. The properties to the north and east are zoned R3. To the west across Spring River Drive and south across Webster Avenue are also zoned R3 single family residential and are developed with single family dwellings in the Cranbrook Village sub number 9. Field inspections of the surrounding properties reveal most lots have fencing that is mostly wood materials. The appellant's parcel contains a driveway and parking area to the west of the fence. The fence is at the proposed location would provide enough visibility for vehicles exiting the garage along Webster Avenue. The owner is proposing to install a 6-foot-high wooden privacy fence parallel to Webster Avenue right away. The fence ordinance requires the fence on a double frontage lot to align with the side of the house and extend to the rear of the lot. The appellant is seeking a waiver of 16 feet beyond the side of the house to the rear yard, 0 feet permitted, 16 feet proposed. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. Ms. Anderson, do you agree with these facts? Do you have anything that you want to discuss with that or anything that you want to add?
No, I agree.
Okay, let me turn it over to, let me hear the recommendation of the city.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The staff recommendation is for favorable consideration to install a 6-foot-high wooden privacy fence 16 feet beyond the side of the house with the following conditions. The fence must comply with all other fence requirements. This recommendation is based upon the following: due to the unique conditions of the property on which the fence is proposed and the strict application of the regulations would result in practical difficulties to the owner of such property. The proposed fence is in keeping with the character and the surrounding area and would not have an adverse or detrimental effect upon adjacent or surrounding properties. Visibility will be maintained by the fence location approximately 19 feet back from the property line at the driveway, and proposed fence will not interfere with or be objectionable from a standpoint of traffic safety.
Thank you. Are there any callers, Brianna, that want to speak on this case?
No, we don't have any.
Okay, then I'm closing the public portion of the meeting and opening up to the board. Mr. Rogers?
This is a classic case of a corner house that's probably looking for some privacy. I have no problem with it being set back 19 feet from the property line. There's plenty of visibility. The materials from the picture look like that'll be nice. And I have no problem allowing this privacy fence.
Thank you. Mr. Wygum?
Well, the drawing to me is just, it's just not understandable at all. I'm not sure exactly where that fence is going to go. Is it going to be run parallel with Spring River Drive or parallel with Webster Avenue? And I need to know that.
Madam Chair, if I may address
Yes.
Mr. Wygum's concerns. The fence will be parallel with the Webster Avenue right away. There was another drawing that was submitted by the contractor that should clear that up. Brianna, if you could put that picture up.
I believe it's up already.
No, it isn't.
There's another one. I'm going to pull it up.
So the drawing that we're looking at now shows the fence coming off the corner of the house at the rear yard and coming over approximately 12 feet. The original drawing that was submitted showed 16 feet off of that corner, which is what is on the legal notice and what is in my report. And again, 12 is better than 16. It'll give them more visibility. But if, 16 feet versus 12 feet, that's not an issue for the building department.
So on the drawing here, it's got 25 feet. Is that what we're talking about?
25 feet to the rear yard, to the rear of the property along Webster
Okay.
Avenue.
Okay, and where is the fence at that point, or is it the?
Yes,
Is it,
between that line is the fence. The two dots represent the corners of that fence.
what
and the
about the
gate-
dotted? What about the dotted line in the back?
Well, that's where the fence is proposed to go, but if there's a note on there, there's a small retaining wall that has to be removed for them to install it along that line, and I'm not sure how that's being negotiated. That's between the
Okay.
neighbor and the appellant.
Okay, right now we're just looking at the fence on the in the back with it's 25 feet between the two dots, right?
Correct. That's the non-conforming part of the fence. The rest of it will be
Okay.
conforming.
Okay. And the height is 6 feet, and that is in 72, yeah, 6 feet. And that there should be no problem there. If it is as it described, I don't have a problem with it. It was difficult to find. I'm not sure where the front door is in this house. Is it on Spring River is where the garage is? Where is the front of the house?
Madam Chair,
Where
if
is
I may. Madam Chair, if I may address Mr. Wygum.
Please.
Mr. Wygum, the front of the house faces Spring Rivers Drive. And that is the legal address of Spring River Drive, which makes that the front of the house.
Okay, but the thing is that there was no walkway out there. There is a door there. There's no walkway out from there. So
I don't know if that's required.
no, I'm not saying it's required. I just didn't look like it was being used, and it makes sense. That's what their mailbox is on the other side of the street. So I have no problem with this, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Friedman?
I have no problem with this fence, as Mr. Rogers talked about. This is a case that's come before the board many times when there's a double frontage yard, and the limiting the people to the side of the house on two corners doesn't make any sense. So I have no problem with this. And
I agree
the
with
fence
you.
looks nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. I agree with you completely. We've had several cases where people in this situation have had requests to extend the yard. If they put the fence at the end of the house there, it would really make their backyard very, very small and almost unusable. So I would be happy to entertain a motion. Mr. Friedman, would you mind making a motion?
Sure. The appellant Jessica Anderson is requesting a waiver from the board to propose to erect a fence beyond the side of the house along a double frontage yard, 0 permitted, 16 feet proposed. The property is located on the east side of Spring River Drive between Webster Avenue and Northgate Drive at 30,000 Spring River Drive, Sidwell parcel 2411179.013. I move that we approve a waiver of 16 feet beyond the side of the house to the rear yard, 0 permitted, 16 proposed. I base this recommendation on, with the condition that the fence must comply with all other requirements of the fence ordinance. This recommendation is based on the fact that the unique conditions of the property on which the fence is proposed and the strict application of the regulations of the fence ordinance would result in practical difficulties of the owner, and the proposed fence is in keeping with the character of the surrounding area and would not have an adverse or detrimental effect upon surrounding properties, and visibility will be maintained by the fence location being at least 19 feet back from the sidewalk. And the driveway and the proposed fence will not interfere with traffic safety in any way.
Okay, I just have one comment before we ask for a second. The recommendation, or wouldn't it be the motion, is based on the following? Instead of that it's a recommendation, it's part of your motion.
Sorry, my motion is based on the following.
Okay, thank you.
The reasons that I stated.
Yes, thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Great. Will you please call the roll?
Ms. Defoe. Ms. Selesny.
Approved, or yes?
Mr. Friedman.
Yes.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
Mr. Weigum.
Yes.
The motion carried unanimously, except for the one member that is missing tonight. Please contact the building department for all your permits and enjoy your backyard.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The next case, the next thing on the agenda is, we have no minutes tonight, so the next after that is a discussion of upcoming meetings. For December 7th, 2021. I understand that the staff has requested to cancel due to lack of cases. However, I was wondering if we wanted to make that meeting one for our year-end business instead of the end of the month. Would that be more convenient for people, or do you wish to leave it the way it is? Discussion, please.
I would prefer to leave it the way it is.
Anybody else?
Either way works for me.
Either way works for me as well.
I can do either.
Whatever works also.
Okay. Does the staff have any requests on that?
No, we can do, but we're scheduled to do both, so it doesn't matter to us. We're going to be here at your wishes.
Does anyone, a member of the board, want to make a motion to move it, or should we make a motion to to cancel December 7th due to lack of cases and have our year-end meeting on the schedule December, what is it, 22nd or something?
This is Brianna, so we could do it on December 7th, or we could do it on December 21st.
Oh, the 21st, okay. So, let's make a motion. Will someone please make a motion to cancel December 7th for lack of cases? That's the first thing. No, that's not the first thing. Let's say if we cancel if we devote December 7th to year-end business and then cancel the 21st. Or if we just cancel December 7th and meet on the 21st to do year-end business. I would like just a show of whatever people would prefer.
I'd prefer December 7th.
Okay. I think actually that would be a little bit easier for me too.
December 7th is fine with me too.
Okay. Les, does that work for you?
Yeah, my thought process, I didn't know it was going to be, the other one was going to be so close to Christmas. My thought process is we have no other business and just doing that. So, but I'll go along with the group. That's fine.
Okay, would someone please make a motion then? Mr. Rogers, make a motion to move the year-end business to December 7th?
Madam Chair, may I address the board?
Yes, please.
I just want to point out that if we move the year-end business to the 7th, that doesn't mean we still may not have to meet on the 21st. There may be a case that comes in for that date.
Yeah, there may be and there may not be. So,
Okay.
so I guess we won't cancel.
aware.
We won't cancel the 21st, but we'll move it to the 7th. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
So I'll make a motion to move the December 21st meeting, the year-end business discussion, to December 7th, 2021 meeting.
Okay.
I second.
Okay. All in favor, please take a roll.
Ms. Defoe. Ms. Selesny.
Yes.
Mr. Friedman.
Yes.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
Mr. Weigel.
Aye.
All right. The motion passes unanimously. Is there any miscellaneous for us to discuss?
No miscellaneous on the city's end.
Okay. Does anyone on the board have any miscellaneous that they wish to discuss?
Has there been any discussion on going back to meetings, regular meetings? I know that the city council, et cetera, is facing that.
So through the chair, this is Brianna. City council, plan commission, and one other board, they all still meet remotely, and I've not heard anything about them changing that. So as soon as city council starts doing live, in-person meetings, that's when we'll follow suit.
Okay, that's reasonable. If there's nothing else, then I'm going to call for an adjournment of the meeting.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. Good night, everybody. Thank you.